Sometimes the fervor and determination of people long since past are manifest in the construction and extent of the towns they once built. We'll show you a remarkable ghost town worthy of preservation right here on Ghost Towns and More. In southwestern Montana are the ruins and remains of a once bustling ghost town with an unusual name, Comet. The town got its name from the mine that was started nearby. Ores were first discovered here in 1869 by John W. Russell, and after a few years he sold the claim to the Alta Montana Company, who invested the first serious money into getting production going. It wasn't until 1876 when the town was first surveyed and plotted. A post office opened a year later, and families built homes and also a school that had 20 students. This beautiful area had the makings and potential of what business owners hoped would be a profitable venture. And it was for a while until the mines began to play out in about 1900. In 1913, the town of Comet became a complete ghost when everyone moved away, leaving the town deserted. "13 years later, in 1926, the Basin Montana Tunnel Company took up renewed interest in the local mines and made a serious investment of building a 200-ton concentrator facility. Comet came back to life. The renewed venture became the second largest mining producer in Montana, second only to operations in Butte. The mines produced over $20 million in silver, lead, gold, copper, and zinc. For 15 years, the mine at Comet was a steady producer, and families once again called the town home. World War II brought about serious changes throughout the country, especially in mining, and in 1941, the operations in Comet came to a halt. Today, Comet is a complete ghost town and is faced with the threat of decay and deterioration as nature reclaims the area. In 1997, the Montana Department of Environmental Quality stepped in with a substantial effort to clean up the environmental toxicity that was left over from the mining operations and successfully cleaned up the contamination that affected the local ground and rivers. It is hoped that preservation efforts can be employed to protect and preserve what is left of the town, as has been done in other preserved ghost towns and historic sites throughout Montana. If you do travel to this historic area, please be respectful of private property and do nothing to vandalize or deface any of the remaining structures. They are part of a rich history worthy of preservation in Montana's valuable historical contribution to our country.